Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, that are watching on the replay, thank you so much for watching. But let's just take a second here and wait for some couple more people to join this live. What is going on, guys? Shout out to Gia. Gia's hype. My man Jake, my fellow The Batman fan. What is going on? Hopefully my mic is good, by the way. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I made an amateur move. I'm currently home on college break, and I left my adapter that I use to connect my mic to my computer at home. So I'm using my Mac's speaker. My man Neil. My man Neil comments on every video. Shout out to my man Neil. Shout out to him. Listen, how is everybody doing today? This is the plan for today. Okay, I've got about an hour. I had to push up the stream about 15 minutes. Today, I want to just talk about 2024. We could talk about movies all we want, right? Of course. But I really just want to talk about 2024 movies. If you guys got just any hot takes, any rankings you want me to do, if you guys want me to react to maybe a take that you guys have, I want to talk about 2024. But listen, really quick, and I'm going to repeat this in a second, especially the second one. But two things that I want to just update you on. It's a little housekeeping. Actually, three things. The first thing, just want to let you guys know, and I hate when YouTubers push this. I think it's kind of annoying. But I did add a super chat feature. So just if you guys want to support me, you can. But I'm not going to be annoying about it, and I'm not going to constantly say it. I just put it in the banner. Second thing, I'm going to be kind of like revamping my channel for 2025, if any of you guys care. I think I'm going to keep the same logo, but I think I'm going to be having like a new intro. I'm going to be just changing like a couple things, if you guys care. And the third thing, for those of you that are actually watching live right now, I have a bit of a secret to share with you. In maybe 2 minutes, I'm going to wait 2 minutes. I'm going to let maybe a couple more people get in here, but I have a secret to share with you guys. A secret. I'm not going to be answering any questions yet. We're just going to wait here for about maybe another minute or two, and I'm just going to give you guys a little hint. It's going to benefit you guys. It's going to benefit you guys right here, right now. And honestly, the problem is I'm terrible at keeping secrets. So it may or may not be a little giveaway. It may or may not be a little giveaway right here, right now. That's all I'm going to say. And it's nothing crazy. Don't expect, $100 Visa gift cards. But I'm just going to be doing a light little giveaway right here, right now, live. So let's just wait 60 more seconds, shall we? What time is it right now? It's 5:48. Let's just wait another minute. All right, we'll give it a second. My man Jake, the GOAT. Bro, thank you. Thank you. I see a couple takes coming up in the chat already. I see a question or two, but listen, I need to just wait a second. You know what I mean? I gotta let this marinate. Gotta let this sizzle. We'll see if anybody else joins, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, if you guys are excited to see what the secret is, let me know in the comments. I'm actually holding this secret in my hands right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Or a couple secrets. Very excited, very excited. But listen, I hope that you guys all had a wonderful 2024. Seriously, I hope that you guys all had a great year. Very excited for 2025. Going to be putting out my most anticipated movies of 2025. My list is currently 70 movies. 70 movies. This is going to be like an hour-long ranking video. I've been grinding. I've been absolutely grinding on YouTube. I'm going to be honest. I've been recording. I've been editing. It's been a lot of work recently, to be honest with you. I'll give it just another second, and then I think we're going to get on with this little giveaway, honestly. We got just a couple people in here, and that's all we need. Because to be honest, you guys are technically the most loyal people because you're here. So in a second, I'm about to reveal, in maybe 20 seconds or so, I'm about to reveal what I've got here. So again, it's nothing crazy, but I was looking forward to giving these away. So yeah. My man Neil, man. Shout out to you, man. I see you leaving a couple comments. My man Jake. Gia, I know, is in here. Shout out to everybody that is in here. But yeah, man, I'm just excited to talk about movies today. I feel like I've been talking about movies all day today because I've been recording all day. We're about to do this giveaway right now. I'm just going to take a little Coke break. And let's get on with it. Let's just get on with it. The thing I'm going to be giving away, these aren't anything too crazy, okay? Movie codes. Digital movie codes, okay? I've got some digital movie codes here for you guys. So you guys can watch these films. You can own these films forever. That's it. You guys will own them. And nothing too crazy, but these are like maybe $5 to $10 each. So I'm going to be giving away these movie codes right now, okay? I'm going to tell you guys what the movies are. I'm going to show them on the screen, the code, and I guess just whoever redeems them first will get them, okay? So listen, these are the movies that I've got here, okay? So, maybe save some for other people, you know what I'm saying? Save some for other people, maybe take one or two. They're nothing too crazy, all right? I'll be the first one to admit, but I'll start from I'll leave the best for last. The first one I have here is Too Fast, Too Furious. Honestly, potentially my favorite Fast and Furious movie. Next up, I've got Vacation, National Lampoon's Vacation. That's the next code we're going to be giving away. Next up, I've got E.T. Who doesn't love E.T.? Spielberg classic. Then I've got Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, potentially my favorite movie ever. Then we've got both Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park: The Lost World. Okay? So I'm about to flash these on screen. For those of you that just joined, by the way, thank you so much for joining. We're about to do a giveaway. So you guys came literally just in time. I'm about to flash these on screen. And again, only going to take another second or two to do this. And then we'll get on to the movie talk. But listen, first one on screen. Hey, my man Chris. First one on screen. This one's for Too Fast, Too Furious. If you guys want to take a screenshot, whatever you want to do, bang. So now if you go on Movies Anywhere and you use this code, I guess that you're going to take a screenshot and flip it because unfortunately I'm using a front camera. You guys can own this movie. Too Fast, Too Furious. Okay, bang. For those of you that are joining, what's up? Hey, Kira, shout out to you for always being here. We're doing a giveaway right now. We're giving away movies. Next up, I've got National Lampoon's Vacation. We've got, I believe, 6 of these. This is also Movies Anywhere. So you guys can, sign up later or whatever. 3, 2, 1, bang. Again, you guys are probably going to have to flip it around, but that is your code. So whoever grabs it, you own the movie. 4K copies, by the way. These are all 4Ks. These aren't even Blu-rays. So even better if you're, a quality person. Next up, E.T. You guys better get your phones ready to take a picture. These are gone forever. If any of you guys get these, by the way, let me know. This is also on Movies Anywhere. Bang. There's your code. Just type it in and you own the movie. We're doing a giveaway, by the way, for those of you that just joined. I saw the movie was the number, I should say, not the movie was going up. Bang. There's E.T. Next up, we're going to do Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This is not Movies Anywhere. It's another one. Oh, it's showing the right way. Oh, because it's flipped on. Right. Bang. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Again, take a screenshot. Whatever you guys need to do. You will own these movies. I'm not really a digital movie person. I just have the discs. So, and 2 more. Jurassic Park. We're going to start with The Lost World first. So this is the second Jurassic Park movie. Bang. It's yours forever. I'm giving away my ownership right now. And there we go. Sorry, this is taking a minute, but I figured, you guys would like this. And next up, a top 3 favorite film of mine all time, Jurassic Park 4K. You guys will own it right now. 3, 2, 1. Whoever gets it first. Bang. 3, 2, 1, 1.5, and 0. There we go. So listen, those are your codes. Hopefully, some of you guys get it. Spencer, what's going on, man? Fantasy Files. That's my man right there. Those were those free codes that I just gave out. So for those of you that just got those, let me know if you guys end up watching them or even if at least, you redeemed them. But listen, guys, let's get to some movie talk here because I'm sick of playing games. I'm not sick of giving stuff away. Hopefully, I'll be able to give more away in the future. But I'm going to put that to the side and let's get cracking with these questions and these takes. We've got my man Jake here. My man Jake, by the way, this is kind of random, but I always see your comments in Film Stocks live streams. I know that's a bit random. Another YouTuber, one of my favorites, who says, so it's pretty cool to have you in here too. Madam Web is by far the worst movie I've ever seen. I can't disagree with you. I don't want to discredit your take and say, oh, I don't think that's even really the hottest take in the world. But because I understand, I agree with you. I think it's probably bottom 3. I don't really understand. And again, I could probably never make Madam Web. I don't even have the talent to make Madam Web whatsoever. But I don't know how people that have been doing this for years and how Sony, who has been doing this for years, and who has made some of the greatest comic book films ever, how they were even able to make something just so technically embarrassing. I understand maybe the story is a little bit boring and the characters are very paper thin. But when the CGI looks bad and the editing is horrible, how do these things get past the executives? It doesn't make sense to me. Another underhand throw. We're keeping things very simple to start this off. Doom Part 2 is the best movie of the year, in my opinion. I mean, you're telling me, my man. You're telling me. Look right behind me. It's got to be. I think it's the best film of this decade. Now, again, I'm a person, I understand if you don't, but I like to separate best movies and favorite movies. It's not my favorite of the decade. I've actually still only seen it once when it came out. I'm dying to rewatch it. But I think it's the best film of this decade. And not the past decade, but from 2020 and on. Borderlands is the worst movie I've ever seen. Listen, I can't disagree with you on that either. See, I've never played the games, but at the same time, you get a stacked cast like that. Jamie Lee Curtis, Ariana, what's that girl's name? I forgot. Kevin Hart. Who else? Kate Blanchett, one of the greatest actresses ever, and that's the movie you make. Horrifically embarrassing. Shout out to Gia. I mean, are we not hype? My man Chris this is my boy Chris right here. Shout out to him for being here. Kira, what's going on again? What's going on? Sorry, I'm a little behind. Revenge of the Sith is the best Star Wars movie. I can't say I disagree with you. It's in my top 4. The problem for me is that when it comes to Star Wars, numbers 1 to 5 in my ranking are all so close, and then it kind of falls off a cliff from there. I have the original trilogy, Rogue One, and Revenge of the Sith in no order, but those 5 are so close to me. I really love Rogue One, by the way. Just want to put that out there. That's a phenomenal film. They're so close to me that I can't even say I disagree with you. If anyone says any of those 5 that I just mentioned, the original trilogy, Rogue One, Revenge of the Sith, any of those 5 are your favorite, I completely understand. Completely. Because I almost don't even really have a favorite Star Wars movie, sort of. I also really like The Force Awakens. Hot take, The Force Awakens might be top 3 for me. Again, my man Spencer, man. Spencer has the fantasy files. Go check them out on YouTube, by the way. That's his account. I also watch Film Stock. Neil, shout out to you, man. How are you, Ty? Kira, thank you so much for asking. Again, one of my most loyal commenters. Thank you so much for being here. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I love Film Stock. My man Chris, hopefully we'll be on a live stream together soon. That would be pretty awesome. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Spencer, my man from Washington. He wrote this message all the way across the country just to hurt my feelings. The Batman's getting pushed to 2027 legit broke my heart. Same. Also, did you hear Skarsgård wants to play Joker? That'd be dope. The last tweet that I saw right before I checked my right before I started this live, I should say, was actually that. It was a video of him saying that. I think that would be pretty cool. He kind of reminds me of Jared Leto in a way. Not that he's a bad actor or anything, but I feel like they'll both have like those narrow, skinny faces. So maybe it could work, even though I really don't like Jared Leto's Joker. But yeah, onto the Batman 2027. Literally heartbreaking, gut-wrenching. It's painful. I mean, we got to keep going through, though. I'm last live stream. This is only my 3rd live stream. Arguably the most important, though, because this is our 2024, end of 2024 live stream, of course. We've got 10 people here, and by the way, thank you guys so much. I remember you saying this, Neil. Seven Samurai is my favorite movie and one of the best visual movies. I've got to say, I've seen screenshots. Unfortunately, I have not gotten around to seeing it. I haven't seen any Kurosawa, which I know sounds sacrilegious, especially because Star Wars has taken so much influence from it and so many other things. But I've got to say, I'm going to get around to checking it out. It's just that I know it's a long one. It's like 3.5 hours. And I don't mind long movies. I just have to get around to it. Music by Cynics. What's up, bro? How are you doing? How are you doing, my man? Gonna rewatch Doom Part 2 soon. Yes, I need to watch it immediately. I just rewatched Furiosa because I wanted to get it a little more fresh on my mind before I made my top 10. I wanted to do also Challengers and Dune Part 2 because those are like the good films from earlier in the year. And even though like they've been at the top of my list all year, as time goes on, they start to regress in your mind just because I haven't really seen them. So I don't want like recency bias to come into play. But I rewatched Furiosa. Phenomenal. I liked it even more on rewatch, and I know that's what's gonna happen with Dune, even though I loved it. The film server I helped run just reached 100 members. Wow, feeling really proud about that. That's incredible. Seriously, building a community is hard. Building a community online is very tough. Is very tough to do. So congratulations. Seriously, I'd love to hear more about that. What's Film Stock? He's another YouTuber. It's Film Stocked, like ED at the end, like past tense. See, this is my friend who I know does not like Marvel. And I have a feeling he like ChatGPT'd this or something because he says, let's read this. I know he's trolling me. The Avengers franchise peaked with Winter Soldier, which, by the way, Winter Soldier isn't even an Avengers movie. So I know that you use ChatGPT for this question because it combines tight storytelling and moral dilemmas, something the subsequent CGI heavy ensemble film sacrificed in favor of spectacle and humor. I know for a fact that my friend, who again does not like Marvel, and I know he's trolling me, ChatGPT this because again, Winter Soldier is not an Avengers movie. It's a Captain America movie. However, I do agree it has very tight storytelling and moral dilemmas. Captain America has to go against his morals. Thoughts? I just gave them to you. The Batman Part 2 will be Blade for DC. 12 people in here, by the way. Thank you guys so much. I don't know what my high is. I want to say at one point I hit like 13. So if we can hold this strong, we might be able to get to a new high. The Batman Part 2 is looking like Blade for DC. The only difference is we know that they're working on Batman. We know that they are putting so much love and care and so many resources into this film, and we know it's coming out at the bare minimum. Blade has been in this state of limbo. It's like when you borrow $20 from your friend, or your friend borrows $20 from you, and you're like, "Hey, man, when am I going to get that $20 back?" And he's like, "Hey, I'll pay you tomorrow." Then a week goes by. "Hey, man, listen, I really need that $20 that you borrowed." No, yeah, don't worry. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. And then it's a month passes and it's like, "Hey, man, you took $20 from me. I need that $20 back." Yeah, I'll get it to you soon. I'll get it to you soon. That's what Blade has been, where they're just leading us on with no information or no clear path. And it's embarrassing. It honestly is embarrassing for Marvel Studios. It would have been less embarrassing to cut your losses and cancel the movie. That's my hot take. I'm sorry. I love Mahershala Ali. Love him. I cannot wait to see him in Jurassic World. You guys will see that when I make my 2025 most anticipated video. But yeah, man. Yeah, very excited for the Batman Part 2. Spencer, yes, I remember that we talked about this. Do you watch many shows? Honestly, no, but I made this pact inside of me that starting 2025, which is in 2 days, can you guys believe that? I'm going to be watching more shows. Have you seen the new Dexter stuff? No, but both my dad and my roommate started watching Dexter, like just the original show. So I've been surrounded by it. I've just been completely surrounded by it. Would you look who showed up? My man Alex. 14 people in here, by the way. That may be a new record. If we could hit 15, that would be kind of crazy because then I'm pretty sure that's a record. My man Alex from Finland. If I didn't remember that, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure this is my man Alex from Finland because I have just that Cam Jansen memory. Apparently, the film got delayed because the script isn't even done yet. I know. James Gunn is, of course, praised. We want completed scripts. Sorry, I'm just moving my computer chat down. He's praising. We got 15 people in here. Thank you guys so much. I think that this is a new high for viewership. Guys, for those of you that don't know, sorry. We'll get back to this question. We're doing a 2024 Q&A right here. Whatever hot takes you guys have about movies, whatever you guys want to talk about 2024 related or not 2024 related. God, I'm choking on my words over here. Let's just talk movies. If you guys got a hot take, a question, whatever, let's hear it. The script isn't done yet. They've said that the script is very close to being finished and he's like just tightening it up. But at the same time, you don't know who to believe anymore. You don't know who to believe. So honestly, I'm kind of just done personally playing this game of checking Twitter and hearing all these rumors. Once we get like elite confirmation, solid confirmation, the script for the Batman Part 2 is done. We're moving into production from James Gunn, then I'll believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. And I know they're working on it, but it's just a point. Thoughts on Jason Momoa? Is it Momoa with an O or no? Because I know that you just said I can't spell his name because I don't know either. Now being in the DCU again, I love it. We all saw this coming. He's going to be playing Lobo, for those of you that don't know, in the new Supergirl film, which is coming out in 2026. One reason why I love this move, if Superman's good, right, it's going to build up the DCU. And I think that people are going to be interested in this universe. But there's only one thing. Supergirl is not as popular as Superman. Of course, they're adjacent, but that's just the reality. Even if you're setting up this universe, I still think it's a bit, lackluster. It's a bit shaky, I should say. Shaky is a better word, that you're releasing a Supergirl film. When you bring in Jason Momoa, though, he's a bigger box office draw. So people, general audience members, might see this and say, wait, this superhero movie's coming out and Jason Momoa is going to be in there. We love Jason Momoa. Yes, the focus is on Supergirl. I love Millie Alcock. I think she's going to be great as Supergirl. But the reality is, she's not a box office draw naturally, just because she hasn't been in anything really big yet, besides House of the Dragon. But when you put Jason Momoa in a movie, I think that's going to help get it a little bit more popular, even just by association. That was a bit of a long breakdown, but I hope you guys liked that. I got to scroll up here. It's not a real question, but do you think that Matt Reeves could accept a TV series project for his Batman universe? I'm working on a project. Well, it depends. Are you going to make a Gotham PD show? Are you going to make an Arkham Asylum show? Are you going to make a Catwoman spinoff? Dude, I would love to hear your show pitch. Seriously, if you got your basic, one sentence pitch, let's hear it. Let's hear what you would want to make. Hot take. I hate Blade Runner for a lot of reasons. 16 people in here. I am pretty sure that's a new record. Thank you guys so much right now. Let's talk movies, comment whatever you guys want to talk about. I am actually not the biggest Blade Runner fan. I'm going to be honest. I watched the original Blade Runner one time. I respect that movie so much and what it has done for science fiction as a whole. Your favorite movies, your favorite science fiction movies are as good as they are because of Blade Runner, okay? I give it all the credit in the world. I just didn't love it on first watch, honestly. So I wouldn't say I hate it, but I actually think it's below average. But I need to rewatch it. And again, it's not like a take I'd be willing to like die on the hill on. It's just like a more casual take. My cousin's in here, all the way from Austria in Europe. Shout out to him. I love this. See, this is how I know you're a film stock watcher. Burn, keep, watch. So this is kind of like F, marry, kill, for those of you that don't know. Dune Part 2, Interstellar, Across the Spider-Verse. Jake, why are you doing this to me, bro? Okay, what am I going to burn, right? Let's start off with that. I think I'm going to burn Interstellar because I have the least investment in that film. I love Across the Spider-Verse. It might be my favorite comic book movie ever. Dune Part 2, although it just came out, I'm a bigger fan of Denis as a director than Nolan, personally. I think that I am going to keep Across the Spider-Verse. That's like the highest tier for those of you that don't know. By the way, if you guys want to send in keep, watch, burns, we can do them all day. I am going to keep Across the Spider-Verse, watch Dune Part 2, and burn Interstellar. I watched Interstellar for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I loved it. By the way, I have a lot of comments I need to catch up on, so we're going to speed through this. Agree, I don't watch many shows. I prefer movies. I'm going to be honest. I just like the concept, again, personally. I don't have to keep saying personally. I'm giving my own takes. I just like the idea of watching a complete story in 2 hours rather than a story that is 10 hours long, like a season of a show. And I'm technically getting the same enjoyment out of both of them. I feel like a lot of shows have what's it called? Filler, by the way. And again, a lot of shows are very tightly knit, like The Penguin, super tight script, everything, not a second wasted. But still, I technically get the same enjoyment out of The Batman, which was 3 hours. Completely different mediums, both great for different reasons. I just prefer movies. Greetings from Staten Island, New York. I know your negative thoughts on AI in movie and television. Can you explain why your disapproval is so high? I feel like in some cases it can work really well. Let me give it to you straight here. This is why I don't support AI. If you guys like AI, I honestly kind of respect it. And, obviously I'm not like, trying to get anything like controversial here. The reason I don't like AI is because movies are art at the end of the day. Even the worst movie you've ever seen is art. The best movie you've ever seen, obviously, is art. It's just a different medium, just like how a video game is a medium of art, just like how a show is a medium of art. Artificial intelligence takes away the most important part of art, that being the human touch. Now, this is the thing. Humans have created tools over the course of history to make art. We invented CGI to make big monsters like Godzilla, right? When you watch a Godzilla movie, we're using, computers to make Godzilla, right? To build his 3D model. I don't know how CGI works to create him. The thing is, though, it's just a tool and a human is directly using it. The CGI, the program they use, could never just make Godzilla. That would be impossible. Artificial intelligence is literally thinking on its own. It's not human. So when you're typing, hey, make me a short film that features Godzilla and, has, a love conflict and there's a hero and a villain, whatever, it doesn't matter. It is a tool we created, but it's its own being. It's sentient in a way. It doesn't have the human touch. I hope that was good enough explanation, but that's why I hate when I hear people saying, well, what about like CGI and what about editing softwares and computers? We created computers and AI is another computer. No, it's not. It's a tool. The same way that a pencil is a tool, the same way that a crowbar is a tool. I guess if you want to beat someone over the head or rob someone, I don't know. You guys know what I'm saying. AI thinks on its own. It literally is its own being that is not human. And at the end of the day, and I know this is going to sound so corny, AI doesn't know what love is, and I feel like even through the most controversial films that have ever been made, the worst films, whether it's horror, comedy, any genre, love is a part of movies. Love. Even if it's a heartbreaking film, even if it's something horrific like Terrifier 3, there's still love in there. Love. That's what's missing. That's the missing element. Sorry for the rant, guys. Sorry for the rant. Oh my God, I'm so behind on these comments because I take too long. You're right, I'm from Finland. It's 1 a.m. from you, and I'm on vacation, so it's fine. Not to be too TMI, but where are you right now, my man? Where are you? Man, dude, I'm actually almost a little bit emotional right now, and I'm being serious. I'm actually about to tear up on live stream. Alex just gave me, I've been on YouTube for a year and a half, and Alex, out of the kindness of his heart, just gave me my first super chat. And that actually is making me almost tear up. It's not about the money, it's just about the support. And that actually really means a lot. I'm serious. Dude, I'm not even trying like faking this. I'm being dead serious. And I know that's kind of stupid. Alex, thank you so much for all the comments. God, I just like spit everywhere. Thank you. That really means the world to me. That really means the world to me. Seriously. That is the first donation I've like I get paid for like ads, but it's not very much, but that's you have no idea how much that means. I will remember that forever. Thank you. Thank you so much. Seriously, that means so much to me. Thank you. We need to burn through some of these questions though. But again, thank you, Alex, one more time. Wow, that really means a lot. Ty, Ty is going to pass out trying to speed through the chat enough to catch up. I see so many chats right now. I always get left behind. And unfortunately, I have to stop at an hour because I have somewhere to go. But you're right. And we actually have to do that right now, especially because I talk fast. The film server I help run is cool, though. I can't really be hyperbolic about the server and be like, it's the best film server ever. But it's a small community full of different people. What makes movies so great is the sense of community. If there was nobody to talk with movies about, movies wouldn't be as great. And don't get me wrong, movies are so great because you get to learn things from them. You take lessons from them. Damn, I feel like emotionally powered up because of my man Alex. Thank you, man. That really means so much. But seriously, talking about movies with people, even if you start an argument with your friend over movies, even if it's kind of like a funny argument, that's what makes film so great. See, this is awesome. This is what I love to see. My parents are Star Wars fans, and they like Rise of Skywalker. And I try to convince them on why it sucks, and they still think it's good. And I'm packing my things. You better leave that vacation right now, my man. You better leave that vacation. That is so funny, man. Listen, again, these are the things that make you realize that everyone has a different opinion, right? And I'm just saying generally, like you said, your parents are Star Wars fans, but there's so many casual movie fans that don't even know they're watching a bad movie. And I'm not like discrediting them or looking down on them. I'm just saying like they watch what we consider as diehards, like bad movies like Rise of Skywalker, and they're like, yeah, I saw the new Star Wars movie, and yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And then they just forget about it and they move on with their day. That's the reality. Supergirl could pull a Captain Marvel and make $1 billion. We have to see if Superman does first. That's the real question. I gotta watch Dexter. It's Prime TV. If you're gonna watch more shows, start with Apple TV. Ted Lasso, I heard that's good. Shrinking, yes, I heard that's very good from the John Campea show. For those of you that watch the John Campea show, let me know if any of you guys do. Slow Hearses, I heard is good. Silo, I believe that is Rebecca Ferguson. Dark Matter, oh my god. Sugar, Colin Farrell. I talk so fast sometimes. All those are amazing. Screenshot these for later. What's good is I could watch it on the replay. So if I want to check it out, I'm gonna remember these. I respect it. See, this is what happens when I get lost in the chat. I forget. Speaking of movies, I've been writing a few of my own. Awesome. Just this year, I wrote 7 scripts in like 8 months. I don't know how I did it. That's awesome. That's awesome. See, I love hearing that. And that's how the creative process goes. You start something, and I'm sure that you finish them. But I feel like I always start something, and then I just want to jump to the next thing before I even finish the thing I was working on. So, Burn Interstellar. I know that was from my Keep Watch Burn. Into the Spider-Verse over Across the Spider-Verse for me. I understand this because of the fact that Into the Spider-Verse is a complete story. Across the Spider-Verse, even though it is a trilogy and Across is the middle, it's technically a part 1 to Beyond the Spider-Verse, or it's just a to be continued. It's like a part 2, but it's a bit more open-ended. I understand. I prefer Across. Favorite plot twist of all time. It's hard. I'm just saying it's hard to answer like an open-ended question, if that makes sense. Like, let's just say you gave me options. I'm not saying you have to. It's hard, but off the top of my head, one just that I'm thinking of, because it's just such a layup for me because I'm an MCU fan. When I watched the MCU for the first time, I really didn't know anything about it. And this was only like 4 years ago. I actually started watching the MCU pretty much exactly right now, 4 years ago. Now I don't even know what I don't know about the MCU. I think my favorite plot twist might have been that Bucky killed Iron Man's parents. Why am I blanking on his name? Tony Stark. Jesus Christ. I think that might be one of my favorite plot twists ever. Again, I know that seems very simple, but I didn't know that. Like, I literally had no idea what MCU movies were good or bad when I watched the series for the first time. And I spent like 3 months going through that. Ooh. Burn, keep, watch. Human Centipede, Evil Bong, 10 hours of paint drying. Everyone on Letterboxd uses 10 hours of paint drying to like just put their thoughts. I know it's like literally a movie that's 10 hours of paint drying. Evil Bong, I've seen the poster of. Human Centipede. Technically, I would actually keep Human Centipede because at least it's a movie, even if it's disgusting and horrid. Evil Bong, I'm going to keep Evil Bong because who the hell wants to watch 10 hours of paint drying? I forget we talked about this. Have you ever seen Titanic? My favorite movie of all time. Great James Cameron pull. It's so impressive how much money this movie made for its time in 1999. Like, or 1997, because I actually got a trivia question wrong one time, and it haunts me to this day. I thought Titanic released in 1999, but it was 1997, unless I'm getting it wrong again. But yeah, I have not fully. I've seen it in parts over the years, but I've never just sat down and pressed play on Titanic, but I will one day. Oh my God, I'm still so behind. I got to speed it up. My project is about a series set 1 year before the Batman. Awesome. Focusing on the power struggles between Gotham's crime families and the challenges faced by a detective navigating the corrupt system. That's really cool because the Batman takes place 2 years after he started. It would be cool to go back and almost do like a Penguin series before the events of the Flood and before the events of the Riddler. Dude, shout out to you, man. I appreciate, I respect that, and I just want to hopefully maybe be like a motivating factor. Keep going. Don't stop no matter what anybody tells you. Seriously, that's how I am still making YouTube videos a year and a half later because people have motivated me. Spot on with the AI take. Thank you. Shouldn't be used in creative anything. Maybe in video games to make cool NPCs, but still iffy. If you want to go crazy and say like GTA 6's NPCs will have AI dialogue, I understand that because that's just like a conversation. And I know that, technically I'm kind of going against what I said, but I kind of understand that. And I'd be like, fine, I'll throw you a bone. Like, I'll let you have that because I actually think there is a lot to do there. That's more of a tedious task, writing NPC dialogue. So I think that's okay. Keep, watch, burn. Deadpool, Revenge of the Sith, Logan. I am going to burn Logan. And I know that sounds crazy because I absolutely love that movie, but I think I'm going to burn Logan. I'm going to watch Revenge of the Sith, keep Deadpool. So I'm going to keep Deadpool at the top, watch Revenge of the Sith, burn Logan. I really love Deadpool. I actually used to think Deadpool was mid. Call me crazy. I watched the first movie like 2 or 3 years ago and I was like, yeah, it's fine, I guess. I think this is like super overrated. And then I watched it like 3 times since then and it's just so funny. It's great. Bro, this pro AI dude joined the film server called Mark GBT, and I so badly wanted to digitally transport myself to the phone and slap this dude. Can't blame you. Can't blame you. I really don't get it. And don't get me wrong, everyone could, feel how they want, especially because it is very impressive on paper that there is like this computer that you could talk to and it's not human. I get the basic concept, but we've seen a lot of movies of how that could go wrong. Treatment also done. I even composed a theme track. I'm not sure what treatment. I might just be like being stupid right now, but if you compose a theme track, that's actually really cool. Deadpool and Wolverine was fun at theaters, but the TV spots and final trailer gave away way too much. I was able to line up a bunch of things. Me too, to an extent. The only big reveal in the entire movie for me was the cameos, but they even spoiled the girl X-23. They spoiled her thing in the TV spot. The story is the thing I have the biggest problem with. It's so straightforward. It's not just straightforward. There's a lot of plot holes with it. Not a big fan. We're caught up to my man Alex. Again, thank you. Thank you. If any of you guys, want to support me, really would appreciate it. But that really means the world. And you know what's funny? See, I know US dollars, but I actually don't know. Is this euros? That's such an American moment. I know. That's really an American moment. I don't even know what this currency is. I am 90% sure it's euros. Did you watch What If? No, I have absolutely no interest personally. I'm sorry. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out, giving Alex more love. If I had super chat, I would give you some. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I remember you telling me that you were going to make a video. I remember that. First time I ever donated. Well, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. They fly now. That's a reference. Listen, these are one of these things where sometimes I feel like I'm in too deep with movies to where when I see 3 words put together, I know that it's from The Rise of Skywalker, the Star Wars film that everyone dislikes. I'm with Jake. There are some movies that are really bad that my parents like. Yeah, same, same. I'll tell my parents I don't like a movie or that I like a movie, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" Yes, it is. Whoa, Spencer. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, we actually did a podcast earlier this year if you want to check it out. It's on my community tab. If you scroll pretty far down, not too far down, you'll find the link to it. John Campea is a good show. One of my biggest inspirations. I love the guy. I'll mention you in my speech when I win the Oscar. Thank you. Thank you so much. Interstellar is probably my favorite movie of all time. Yes, I remember you saying that. I remember that you commented on my video saying that you were happy I watched it. I loved Interstellar. I was blown away. And I'm going to be honest. About 10 minutes before I'm about to watch the movie, I was being a bit of a doubter. I was like, there's no way this is as good as everyone's saying. I watched it with friends that have seen it before. And I was a bit like, is this movie really that good? Like, is it truly the spectacle and the incredible film that everyone's been talking about for years? And I did love it, but there was a couple things that I was confused about actually at the end of the movie. My friends explained it to me. Then I was like, wait, that makes sense. Wow, just truly an incredible movie. I mean, really. Say this list 3 times first. Wait, this is going to make me spit everywhere. Pad kid. Wait. Is this going to make me say something inappropriate? Like one of those things? Kira, I feel like you're trying to bait me. I don't want to say this fast because I feel like it's going to line up to say something bad. What's your favorite scene in the Batman? Really quick, my least favorite scene is the Joker scene at the end, only because it feels so out of place. I just wanted to throw that out there. My favorite scene, normally this would be a bad thing, right? You'd say that this is a bad thing, but my favorite scene in the Batman might be the intro. It might just be those intro 15 minutes. I love the shot where the Joker, I mean, not the Joker. Oh my God, the Joker's on my mind. Where the Riddler is standing behind the politician. He walks away and then the TV turns off. Then it flashes back on and you just see his silhouette. I wasn't heavily watching movies when I watched the Batman for the first time in theaters. My friends were like, "Hey, this new Batman movie's coming out," and I was like, "Oh, really?" I know that sounds crazy because that was only 2.5 years ago, and now I'm like obsessed with movies. But yeah, I was a heavily casual movie watcher, I guess if that makes sense. Went to see it, and at that moment, I knew I was watching an all-time film, like a truly generational movie. I wrote my own standalone DC series about the Huntress. Oh, I heard she might be in the DCU. She's one of my favorite characters. Got to look into her more personally. I didn't manage to do a full season, but I've written 2 episodes. Awesome. That's really awesome. I'm really proud of you for that. That's really cool. Seriously. Mission Impossible or James Bond? This is easy for me. All my friends say I'm crazy for going Mission Impossible, so I'd like to hear your thoughts. All time, easily James Bond's more iconic. No doubt. For me, without a question, Mission Impossible. I love Mission Impossible, and I cannot wait for that movie next year. I'm going to be putting out like a 2025 ranked, by excitement type of video soon, so be on the lookout for that. Ace Winters. Oh, my boy Aaron. This is my friend Aaron. Thank you so much for being here, man. Thank you. It is Heroes. God, I'm such an idiot. I am such an idiot. But yeah, just going back to this quick, I love Ethan Hunt. I love Tom Cruise. I actually haven't seen that many Tom Cruise movies as of a couple months ago. And I watched like 8 of his movies in a row somehow, just because I was just going. But yeah, the video I'm making is coming any day now. Thank you. Somehow Palpatine returned. Oscar Isaac really has some bangers. Deadpool and Wolverine takes place in 2024. That Paradox dude says the timeline is dying because of Logan's death, but that happens in 2029. It isn't a minor plot hole, but it's something that bugs me. This movie has so many plot holes. First of all, the concept of anchor beings does not make sense because of the basic idea that what if he just died of natural causes? So let's just say that you're the anchor being. For those of you that don't know, in Deadpool and Wolverine, they introduced this concept of anchor beings, which means you're a being in your universe, right? When you die, the universe dies. But that doesn't make sense because let's just say that you live till you're 80, right? You have a normal life, right? You're a normal guy. Let's just say you're a Captain America, right? And you're going to die at some point. You just pass away at the ripe age of 90, then your universe is going to die just because you passed away peacefully. Like Logan was killed. I think it would have made more sense if your anchor being is killed by something, then your universe goes away. But just to say if they die, that little change of dialogue, you change one word, and it makes sense. But by saying when they die, what if they just die of natural causes? The universe ends. If they're killed by someone, okay, I get that. Holy shit. No way. Guys, I try to keep it PG on here. There is no way. There's no way. There is just no way. Thanks for the support, brother. It's late now. I'm in Turkey. I gotta go. See you soon, man. I will forever, till the end of my days, be a supporter of Turkey now. Thank you. I wish you the best of luck with your script. Hopefully, if you're watching this on the replay, because this is from 4 minutes ago. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Seriously. Oh my God, man. There's no way. This really means the worst to me. And see again, and I'm sorry, this is just making me laugh, even though this is almost making me emotional. I don't know what the currency TRY is. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, which is pretty funny to me. Oh my God, thank you so much. That really means the world to me. Wow. Wow. One thing I hate, and I hate to sound like this because I know some YouTubers are very big and they're very popular, but sometimes they'll get like a donation on a live stream and it just seems like they just don't care. They're like, oh yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. Dude, these people that watch you are going out of their way to support you and you just like basically don't care. That's like so disrespectful. Not that you have to like fake it, but seriously, think about how much that, means. I mean, what, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm getting lost over here. Hey, a little link up there. Sam, if I win an Oscar, I'm giving you a shout out. Listen, as of yesterday, 0 people were giving me a shout out. So now I have 2 people willing to give me a shout out. I'm good. How about you? Oh, we got a little convo here. I like to see that. Oh, yes, I just saw that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, $2. Is that the US conversion? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's not bad. See, I get lost in the chat and I forget what I'm talking about here. Tyler, let's make a short film together. Dude, I would literally just be down. I'd be down. One of my favorite YouTubers the other day was saying, like, he said this thing that just stuck with me, literally just like a week ago. He's like, I believe that any movie fan should try to make a movie at some point in their life, preferably early on. Because if you think about it, there's no negative to making it. You can make one and it ends up being bad. It doesn't matter. But just to learn the process, it'll make you watch movies differently. And I thought that was really interesting. What movie do you think that you've seen the most in your life? Very interesting. My mind immediately went to Disney because I'm taking into account when I'm like 5, 6. I'm not going to act like I really, like remember being like a 5 or 6-year-old. I have faint memories, but let me think about that while I take a sip of this. I just want to say this. Thank you guys so much for being here. Seriously, just wanted to randomly throw that in there. I think I have seen Toy Story the most in my life. The first Toy Story, I want to say, or Toy Story 3. One of those two, maybe, unless I'm forgetting just some insanely obvious one. Jurassic Park's also up there as well, which is a little bit crazy because, it's a bit bloody. And, I was watching that at a pretty young age. Not really, but I had pretty lenient parents. Revenge of the Sith has the best CGI in any Star Wars movie. Jake, this is where I'm going to have to disagree with you. I'm going to be honest. You're my boy. You really are my boy. Jake, by the way, just wondering, man, where are you from, man? Are you from the US? Like where are you from? I would have to disagree with you because I would honestly admit that as much as I hate the sequels, I think like Rise of Skywalker and Last Jedi and The Force Awakens, I love The Force Awakens, but I think those pretty easily have the best CGI just because they're worth a lot. They're very expensive and they're new. I think that Revenge of the Sith actually has some awkward CGI, but for 2005, it's pretty good. Eyes Wide Shut is great. You should watch it. I was literally telling my girlfriend yesterday that I want to watch Eyes Wide Shut. That is so weird you said that. It has been on my watch list for a long time, and this is the perfect time to watch it. I know that's a Kubrick. You should do a Mission Impossible. Oh my God, I just said that in like an accent. You should do a Mission Impossible versus James Bond. Yes, Mission Impossible versus Fast and Furious. That would be interesting, like you did with Harry Potter and Star Wars. Thank you for remembering my video. I have never seen a James Bond movie. I've never seen a James Bond movie, and I'm going to get around to it at some point. Love Daniel Craig. Love the guy. I've also never seen every Mission Impossible movie. I'm going to be doing another rewatch before the film comes out, including the ones that I haven't seen. But that's a great idea. Thank you, my man, Spencer. Can you imagine being a god or a religious figure and finding out about anchor beings? Dude, imagine you're just like Jesus and you're like, of course, they joke about like Jesus in Deadpool Wolverine, and you're just like, wait, so why is this universe going away? And Mr. Paradox is just like, no, you don't understand. Like, this guy died. So sorry, your creations are just all going away. I'd be like, what the hell are we doing here? What are we doing here? Finn in Rise of Skywalker. Rey. The worst moment in all Star Wars to me personally, that really grinds my gears over Palpatine returning, over anything you could think of, is when in The Last Jedi, which I personally think is a bad movie. I'm sorry, defenders of The Last Jedi. is when Finn, who honestly in The Last Jedi, his character arc was starting to deteriorate. It was starting to erode. When he's about to sacrifice himself for the rebellion, he's about to sacrifice himself for everyone he loves. And his stupid side companion girlfriend that he doesn't even like comes out of nowhere and saves him when he didn't even want to be saved. And she kisses him awkwardly because he doesn't want to kiss her. That is some of the worst writing I've ever seen in my life. I can't even believe this. He was about to die for a noble cause, go out a hero, and Finn would have been one of the best Star Wars characters. And I love John Boyega. Wait, am I? Oh, I was thinking of Bodega. John Boyega. I love him. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Chill. Now you're making me sound like a bad person. No. Seriously, I appreciate the support. Seriously, Turkish Royals. I think really. See, I need to visit more places, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never been outside of the U.S. I've been to Canada, which barely counts, and I've been to Aruba, but Aruba is like a UK territory, and the UK and the US are kind of like buddies. So I understand that's outside the US, but to me, it's like I've never been to like Mexico or Europe, or I've actually never been anywhere like that. And I've been actually pretty far in the US. I've been to a lot of places in the US, just haven't really been outside of it. Bro, the salute. It's the Turkish lira. Hold on. We're getting different information here. Oh, the riddle wasn't bad. I was trying to trick you. I might have to go up. If you commented again, I'll definitely go. Do you know who Vets is? Honestly, no. Honestly, I have no idea. If you let me know, though. I am from the US. Awesome, man. Awesome. I haven't seen a Bond film either. At least you're not making me feel alone. Can you leak your upcoming videos that are coming soon? I have a list on my phone. Because, Neil, you're just one of my boys, man, and I appreciate that you care. I really appreciate that you care. I don't even want to be pretentious. Some videos that I have coming up for the end of the year, and I tried to grind these out. First of all, top 10 of the year. That dropped today. Go check it out if you haven't already. My top 10 movies of the year, pretty much the most important video of the year. I also have a top 10 coming out. And some of these, they might not come out, but I'm just saying top 10 of the decade, because a lot of people are forgetting we're actually halfway through the decade, which is crazy to think about. I think because 2020 and 2021 were so rough, but we're halfway through the decade. Every 2024 movie ranked, every one that I've seen, all 49. That's a bit ambitious, but we'll see. 2025 ranked by excitement. And then, if any of you that really care, in January, which is a notably dead movie month, I have two pretty big rankings coming out. Because again, there's not too much news. One is going to be ranking every Harry Potter character. Everyone. Every single one. And another one that I think a lot more of you might care about, or this might be two videos. I'm not sure. It might be one or two. Every single Star Wars character ranked. Every Star Wars character. But I might do heroes and villains in two different videos. But I'm going to do every single Star Wars character ranked. Long video. Everyone. It might be only movies because I haven't seen all the Star Wars shows, especially like Clone Wars. And I actually haven't even seen like Ahsoka and stuff. Those are my upcoming videos. Thank you for caring. Neil, where are you from in the US, man? I'm only asking. I'm not trying to get your address over here. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, are you from the West Coast? Are you, you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. Coming soon. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. January 1st, when the channel gets revamped. For those of you that don't know, I'm looking to revamp my channel January 1st. So new intro, potentially Discord server that I've been like talking about on my channel for like so long, but we're actually going to make it. I have to learn how to use Discord first because I'm like a boomer. I wish the trilogy would have been about Finn, a stormtrooper becoming a Jedi. That would have been so interesting. You know what that motion is? For those of you that watch basketball, does anyone know what this is? It's a layup. A layup is the easiest shot to make in basketball. This is the easiest shot that the writers could have made. And I don't know why they didn't go with it. And I understand trying to be more ambitious. Don't get me wrong. I respect the creative ambition, but they clearly weren't plans. I am all the Sith. I'm going to be honest, though. I am all the Jedi. Peak cinema. I'm going to be honest. I like the end of Rise of Skywalker. I really do like, well, I know that this isn't, that part, but I really like the end of Rise of Skywalker. I wish that they showed the Force ghosts, though, of all the ghosts. I hate to be like an MCU shill, and it's like, oh, it's like Endgame when everyone shows up. Switzerland is beautiful. Okay, let me just restart. Let's just take this from the top. See, I don't know, like, is Finland very close to Switzerland, or is it like like a couple hours or is it a flight? I don't even know. Like, I'm just an idiot. I know they're in the same area. Don't get me wrong. Switzerland is beautiful and hiking in the mountains is amazing. That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear, man. I gotta go check it out one day. Peak Cinema, speaking of, by the way. Thank you, Gia. Thank you. He's a movie YouTuber. I'll meet you soon. Where are you? Are you under my bed right now? Pad kid, poured curl, pulled cut. Listen, I already borderline have a stutter. It's over. Love the suit in that video. LOL. Thank you. I take it serious. Obviously, just like a joke, but I think it's pretty enjoyable. Do you have any thoughts on Daredevil confirmed for Doomsday? Yes, I do. Let's be real here, right? Daredevil is basically like a ninja, just to keep things very simple. Doom, Doctor Doom, is an almighty being god. What the hell is Daredevil gonna do to Doomsday? To Doctor Doom? What the hell is Daredevil gonna do to Doctor Doom? See, Black Widow fought Thanos, technically, right? She was there, right? Black Widow was always fighting people because she was basically also just like a ninja. But I think she had the team around her. And I understand he's also gonna have the team around him, but I just don't know if that really makes sense. And don't get me wrong, I don't know. We'll just see where this goes because I can't judge it before I see it, and I can't judge it before I even know what they're doing. I may get doxxed soon. Neil said, "Bro, I am bad at spelling. That's embarrassing." Wait. Hold on. Did he say that? Did I miss that? I feel bad for missing it. I may have missed it. I'm sorry. And damn, see, I don't know. I'm always behind. Oh God, I'm looking like a weirdo now. No, honestly, I genuinely like. Keep in mind, sometimes when I'm streaming, right, or I'm making videos, I forget the fact that people from all around the world can see my videos. So sometimes I'm just like, where are you guys watching from? Because I'm literally so interested of like, are you watching from India, from Japan? Because again, that's so interesting, and these are all places I want to watch one day. Florida, where are you? I'm in the Northeast. I'm within the tri-state area. Ty, I'm really good with Discord. I can help you if you want. Thank you. I might reach out for that. That's funny. I get that a lot. Whenever I see a text, I'm always very confused. By the way, unfortunately, because I have to go somewhere after this, I've only got about 7 minutes left. 6 or 7 minutes left. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. Ty reviews meet up when? It's a flight of 3 hours from Finland to Switzerland. Nice. Do you watch Cuban Crusher at all? Is that a social media person? I saw him on a podcast as a guest, but I don't personally watch him directly. What the hell? I'm literally looking at my bed right now. Favorite scene in Interstellar? Hold on a second. My favorite scene in Interstellar is when Coop is watching the video of his daughter like growing up. Once they get back from the wave planet, there's so many scenes I could name. When they get back from the wave planet and he was watching those videos, I've almost never cried, or almost cried, I should say, so early on in a movie. Usually, like you cry at the end of a movie, right? That's always like a thing. This was like in the first act practically, or like the first half of the movie. And I was so shook down to my core at how gut-wrenching this was that his daughter literally grew up like 40 years, or, I'm just making it up, in such short time, and he watched her grow. That's horrible. Oh my God. Doom is going to make Daredevil see, and I don't mean by restoring his vision. I mean by making him see God. Kira's coming with some bangers today. That's so funny. It's so true. Or the devil, because Daredevil. Hey, my man Sid. Shout out to you, man. Always in my comments. Thank you. Well, we're almost actually caught up in the chat here. Batman delay news is very depressing, but I would love to know what you are more excited for, Secret Wars or the Batman 2. Honestly, personally, pretty easily. By the way, I just want to click this really quick. Thank you, Neil. Thank you for being here, my man. Either way, we're only going to be on for about 5 more minutes. So, by the way, let's just send in whatever other questions you guys got, because I've only got like 4 minutes left, and then honestly, I really do have to go. Unfortunately, I'd love to sit here for like another half hour. Batman delay news. Oh, right. I'm personally more excited for the Batman Part 2. No question, personally. But especially because we don't know where Marvel's going right now with Secret Wars. We have no idea. We really don't. It's just too far. Shout out to all 11 of you. I was actually born in New York. But I'm no longer there. Hey, my man. I am so capable of putting out bangers. I could tell. I can clearly tell. Guys, for the first time practically ever, I am like caught up in the chat nearly. I hope the Batman won't join the DCU. There is no reason for him to join the DCU. Why can two legends just not coexist? Why can't two universes, both that are both succeeding, I should say, be parallel to each other? They don't need to converge. We can have two parallel, successful, unique universes on their own. They don't always need to merge. We don't need to have another No Way Home situation, practically. Like, not situation, that was great, of course, but we don't need that all the time, We don't. Ty, will you announce the server through a video or community post? Probably both. Maybe both. I probably won't post it my own video, but maybe in the beginning of a video, I'll just mention like, hey, I have a Discord server now, by the way, just to kind of, go through it. Have you watched Squid Games? No, I haven't. I have not. By the way, I saw this thing. Apparently, this show is actually called Squid Game, right? It's not called Squid Games. The only reason I say that is because a lot of people call it Squid Games, but I think it's called Squid Game. I may be wrong, but I haven't. I watched the first season and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I don't know why this is getting so hyped in comparison to some other great shows that I feel like don't get hyped. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to diss it. What's your favorite lightsaber duel? This is the thing. I think my favorite lightsaber duel, we're getting a lot of Revenge of the Sith questions here, and I'm not mad because that's a very orange movie. And in case you guys can't tell, orange is my favorite color. Look at the banner. Look at Jake's profile picture. Look at my background. We're orange people. We're orange people. What's your favorite lightsaber duel? I would have to say the Mustafar battle in Revenge of the Sith because of the fact that it is easily the most emotional. Fights in any movies are always good because of the emotion that's behind them. Fights are not always good just because it's good choreography. When you have emotional weight behind the fight, that's what makes it powerful. And to watch these two brothers collide, it's the end of the road for them. It's the end of the line. Who gets that reference? That's what makes these things sad. That's really what makes these things super sad. So it's got to be the Mustafar. And of course, choreography is great. You don't need like the most incredible CGI. See, like technically that battle would look better in like 2024 if they like redid it. Maybe, because I kind of like the 2000s charm. But still, it's just a point. Favorite scene in the Revenge of the Sith? Probably the same. Probably the Mustafar battle at the end. I know that's a bit of a boring answer, but honestly, yeah. Yeah, it's Squid Game. Thank you. Hey, my man Spencer. Dude, thank you for showing up. Ty, it's been so great watching you grow your channel. Thank you, man. You deserve all the success you've done. Great job, my man. It was great having you on the podcast this year. Man, I'd love to join again. And maybe if I do some type of live stream or something soon, maybe I'll have you on here too, man. I'd love to have you on. But thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. What CGI in Revenge of the Sith do you feel awkward? See, now I feel bad because I feel like I made fun of your favorite movie. I don't really love like the fight sequences in the beginning. I don't love maybe just some of the backgrounds or just like the way that some of the and unfortunately I'm gonna have to go here in like 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm gonna have to stop what's it called? Answering questions. But I just think that it's just very 2005, but in a way that's not that good because Prisoner of Azkaban was released in 2004, and I think that CGI looks way better. So I don't really know like what they were doing and why it looks so awkward. Same with the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, like not Daniel Jones. I'm thinking of the New York Giants over here. Davy Jones, his CGI looks incredible. The only problem is I don't know what they were really doing with Revenge of the Sith with some of the characters because they just don't look as realistic. But I don't have like a big problem with it, honestly. Ty, why are you always so happy and honest? I wish I was always so happy, right? No, seriously though. I mean, hey, I just like to be positive on this channel. This channel, honestly, is like it's an outlet for me to just, talk about what I'd like, especially the live streams, because when it's a video, it's very one-on-one. It's actually one-on-none because it's just me talking to the camera. But, it's an outlet for me to just be happy. And of course, I'm always going to be happy, except when the Batman Part 2 gets delayed. But I'm always trying to be honest. That's very important. I'm not going to ever say I like a movie when I don't like it and vice versa. You got to keep things honest. You think Mace survived? No, I don't think he did. And I think that if he did, it would have taken away some of the emotional depth. I'll take like just a couple more, but yeah, I don't think he survived. I think we would have known. I know there's like rumors and stuff, but Jake, do you like? He's been commenting about it, right? I love Revenge of the Sith. I think it's awesome. I need more movie friends. Does anyone have Discord? Yeah, seriously, right? Seriously, we got to add you to the group. But yeah, nah, don't listen. Thank you for approving my thoughts here. Bye, Ty. I hope you have fun doing whatever you're doing. Thank you. I'm actually going to bingo. I am going to bingo. Is that not thrilling? Guys, listen, that's going to just about wrap it up. in all seriousness, hey, my man, wait, let me read this. Normac, right? Normac. Just so I feel like I didn't read your name and I feel bad. Normac. Thank you, man. Jake, see, listen, again, just gonna throw these up here. Seriously, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for that. Like, that really means the world to me that you guys will support me. I don't want to ever feel like everyone's forced to, but yeah. Bingo. Yes, bingo. Listen, thank you guys so much for watching this. I will see you guys in 2025. That's it, pretty much. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. See you when's the next one? Maybe pretty early, probably January. Probably January. I don't like to do them too often because I think it gets a bit oversaturated, but definitely pretty soon. Pretty soon. I like to do at this rate. I'm on like a once a month basis right now, but maybe I'll speed it up because we got a lot of viewers in here. But guys, thank you so much for watching this live stream. It means the world to me. I can't wait to talk about movies with you guys, and I hope you all have a safe and healthy and happy new year. Be safe, don't drink and drive or anything crazy like that. Seriously, be smart. I'll see you guys, all right? Have a good night.